Hello everyone, it's Caribbean and Tina. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody just having a great and a wonderful day.
Yes.
And everything is going well and that you're safe and that you're in the best of health.
Yes, most importantly, health.
Today we want to talk about the cost of living. We want to give you another update.
Well, so I figured since everyone has been asking about some costs, and we've been here over a year, and on top of that, the peso turned to
54
to every $1 US, that we would re-examine our bills, and I took the exact amounts from this month's bills. So if we're now in April, or the first couple days in April, we're going to look at March, and we're going to do a bill breakdown for the month, and we're going to compare it at the 54 to $1 American dollar, because that's what we just paid.
Right, absolutely.
So for our Glado is the cell phone provider. So for the phone and monthly usage, we are paying 1,519 DOP, which is Dominican pesos, and that is the equivalent of $28 US a month. Our internet and home phone, because it's in a package,
Right.
they gave us, even though we don't really technically have a home phone because all they did was do spam calling on it.
Yeah. We have one, I'll never use it.
Yeah, I don't use it. But that is 1,266 DOP, or $23 US. Our electric bill, which is Ede Norte, that you go and pay,
Yeah, I pay.
that is 1,674 DOP, or $31 US a month. Now remember, in March, I would say we use a lot of electric on electric devices, which I don't feel like it uses too much electricity. That's not summertime. I would preface it because in summer you tend to run the air conditioning and fans, and we can get by with a fan or with nothing.
Right, absolutely.
Right now.
Right.
So that $31 is not air conditioning. When we did air conditioning, I believe the price jumped up to like almost $60, but still $60 a month for electric.
Yes, I'm still happy.
Yeah, that's nothing. So Corazon is the water and sewage, and so we pay them. It's prorated. It's per apartment, and it's $1,563. So 1,563 Dominican pesos, or $29 US. And our water bill did spike up since us living in the smaller apartment, but I think it's because we're doing a lot more mopping and cleaning because this is a much larger space, and we take a lot of showers.
Right.
So, and then I do run the laundry a lot because we have our own. We bought our own washer and dryer. It's right behind us, and whenever I want to do laundry, big or small, I do laundry, because water, to me, $29 a month, that's nothing compared to the US.
Absolutely. Chump change.
Yeah. And so gas is the same, because that is everybody pays the same gas bill, because we just basically pay our gas bill through the buildings all connected. So it's 749 DOP, which is $14. So we pay $14 for gas,
Right.
which would be like the oven and the heater of the dryer and the stove. So rent's going to be subjective, so I never include that in the monthly bills. But if you total everything that I just said, which is our cell phones, our internet, our home phone, our electric, our water and sewage, and our gas, that leaves us with a total for 1 month in US money, because it's just easier to understand, $125. That's what we paid for all of our bills, notwithstanding food and other things that I'll go through later, but $125 for your core bills. Okay. In the US, I would say that we spent about, on our core bills, over $1,000 easily.
Easy.
Yeah, easily. But because we have homeowners, and there was a few other added expenses in there, but even electric on a good month was like $200 to $300 in comparison. Here, electric here is like $31. Our water bill here now is $29. Our water bill in the US was at its peak $100, but on average I would say $60 to $70 for our home. And we had sprinklers, in a garden. And then we kept that on the watering thing timetable for Nevada, so it's not like we were even abusing the water.
Right,
I
absolutely.
digress. So here we're spending an average for groceries, cleaning supplies, and what I call adult beverages, which is to me the fun stuff, about $250 to $300 per month. A typical Uber ride here is about 88 pesos for us, for the places that we're going, because we don't have to go too far.
Right.
I think the longest Uber ride we take, and that is to the mall, Colinas Mall, and that's about 135 pesos. So the average Uber ride in dollars, in American dollars, is $1.63 for your average ride, and then it shoots all the way up to $2.50. Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, $2.50 is
Wow.
like less than the fee that they charge in Vegas just to use Uber.
Right.
The fee in Vegas, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was $4 or $4.50, something like that. Was just the fee. That was before you even got in there and told them how far you're going.
Right, absolutely.
So I'll take a long ride, which is $2.50 any day.
Me too.
So our monthly Uber bill goes anywhere from $30 to $35 in a month, US. So to me, that's not bad, and that's like constantly going places in Uber. We did a typical breakfast and a typical dinner. So a breakfast for both of us, which would include a full breakfast, coffee for me, of course, a fruit smoothie for you, and we just took this from us going to Scory. Our typical bill is 658 pesos. Sometimes if we're really splurging, 800, but it's typically between $12 and $15 for breakfast.
Right.
And that's kind of like at a fancy place. That's not your cheaper mom and pop. That Scory is like nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's kind of Americanized. Dinner at Amigos. So we had that, the fish dinner, and then me with pizza, some Presidente beers, a few mojitos, a couple Cokes. That came out to $30.46 US. And I mean, I don't know where you would get a whole fish, pizza, you know, because it was like a 6-slice pizza, a beer, 3 mojitos, and 2 Cokes for $30. That's cheap.
Yeah, really, really
That's
cheap.
not even like happy hour prices in Vegas. You wouldn't even get all that for happy hour. So Caribe tour bus is what we normally take when we're going out of town if we weren't on lockdown, but we are, but we'd be in Caribe bus tour.
Right.
And that would take you either to the North Coast or to Santo Domingo. Regardless, it's $300 DOP one way. So that's $556 per person. So for a round trip for one person, say he were to go to Santo Domingo and come back, they would charge him round trip 600 pesos, which would be $11.11. So $11.11 US for a round trip trip.
Right.
That's cheap.
Super cheap.
To go to the capital whenever you want, to go up north, whatever, that's super cheap. So our pet hospital, the hospital that we utilize when we go out of town to board our cat, they feed her, they give her water, it includes the stay, and then they always make sure to clip her nails before she comes home. And it is $6.85 a day, that's US, because it is 370 Dominican pesos. So $6.85. We spent more than that just to pay for treats to be given in the Matrix.
In the Matrix.
Because in Vegas, we left her and they were like, oh, you can pay like $15 a day and they'll play with her for a half an hour and give her treats. And that was $15.
Right,
So,
$15 per
just
day.
saying. So also somebody had wrote in and wanted to know about healthcare, so I'm going to quickly go over the healthcare costs, but remember that it's subjective to what type you get, how much coverage you want, right? And if you want to pay yearly or monthly. We choose to pay yearly, so you get a little bit of savings by paying a year, and I'll tell you why. Because healthcare for a husband and wife, meaning we're both on the plan, it's medical, it's dental, and it's vision, and that is in American, I'll give you that, in American dollars, is $298 per month if you broke down what we paid, but we pay per year, so it's $3,581 US a year. I know that seems like a lot, but we have like the top tier, and Universal is our carrier, our medical carrier. So I would say if that's kind of out of the price range for you, Because like I always say, budget, budget, budget. Go to Universal or find an agent that can give you multiple plans and multiple scenarios so that you can make the best decision depending on how much you have.
Right.
But compared to what they were going to charge us in the US, that is a
Drop in the bucket.
huge
There's a drop in the
difference.
bucket.
Yeah, huge. I know people that will say, I pay $3,000 a month
Right.
for health care for my family, and we don't. We pay that a year. If you broke it down, like I said, for a month, it'd be $298, and that covers both of us for everything, not just medical. That's medical, pharmaceutical, our vision, and all your dental. But then,
Right.
of course, you have out-of-pocket, upfront costs that you also have to pay your
Which is-
co-pays.
right,
But they're
right.
always really small.
Really small.
And one thing I will stress, we did do a video where we covered the Corotos app. Get that app if you're thinking about renting or buying out here, so that you can compare prices and locations and everything. But the one thing I will stress, always pay your rent when you negotiate in pesos. The reason being that pesos will get you more bang for your US buck. So I know it's kind of a hassle and some people don't want to have a pesos account here, but I tell you it will save you in the long run. Because, for example, a year ago, if you would have gotten a rental, so meaning an apartment, for 50,000, and I'm using it because it's a nice even number, 50,000 DOP, meaning 50,000 pesos, your rent was $1,000 US, because it was 50 pesos to $1. Well, that has now changed, and it is now 54 pesos to $1. So if you're paying the same rent, your DOP is not changing. You have that in your contract, you're paying 50,000. So now when you're paying that 50,000, in reality, when you take it out of your US account and convert it, it's only gonna be $926 a month. 926 minus 1,000, you're saving $74 a month. And after a year contract, you have saved $888 because you did that contract in pesos.
Right.
So along with budgeting, it's common sense. They will try to get you to pay in US, don't do it. Make sure the contract stipulates you are paying pesos.
Right. And that keeps you from paying the gringo prices.
True. So that's our costs. I know a lot of people had questions about costs and bills and companies, and that's why we did the video previous for the Corotos app, because we are not licensed real estate agents. We don't claim to be. I say use the app. The app is what got us into the place that you see behind you.
Right. Or we can refer you to somebody that knows about real estate, that does real estate here in Santiago, that can help you to move you along. And also I have a friend who lives in Puerto Plata. And if you're looking for a place or a house up there, I can hook you up with him, give you his address, and he's got his own
his
website.
phone number and
his
website.
phone number and website. And you guys can holler at him.
His
and
wife is a licensed
his
real
wife
estate.
His wife is real estate, right.
In the DR, and she would be the person to kind of translate and do that for you because she speaks English. But yeah, if I always say do the due diligence, do the work yourself first, work within your budget, right? Keep the money in the house, your house, not somebody else's.
There you go. And that's how you say it. So, I know some of you are going to have questions. You got questions. We got some answers that we can refer you.
I think that covered everything.
Put 'em-
I don't see why you would have a question.
People are
but-
still going to have questions.
Okay.
Put them in the remarks column. And, well, like I said, we laid it all out for you. So you should be good and
Easy peasy.
the hood. So, in the meantime, between the time, remember, life is to be enjoyed. Hit this, follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook. What else, Tina?
And subscribe.
And subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Notification.
Most importantly. That is the best way that you can be a patron of the channel. Subscribe so that we can hit that 1,000. That's what we're waiting
Then we
for.
can go live.
You guys are doing awesome though. We're good. We're doing good. We're over
We're getting
600.
there.
But thanks.
So life to be enjoyed. Peace.